Hello, Guten Abend from Halle, Saale, Germany. I'm making this video to show you all how you can live in a very small space if you're organized.
Take your protein pills and put your helmet on.
So my husband and I, we moved from Oceanside, California in 2016. We were suddenly alone. All of our children had just one by one moved out of the house, and we were empty nesters. I could not be more miserable. So at the time, we had a very large home in Oceanside, about 4,000 square feet. We raised a family of 7 children. We are a blended family. When the last child moved out, June of 2016, and I was a wreck. I basically cried myself to sleep, just not ready, not prepared to be that kind of a mom. So my husband and I, we being students, we had returned back to Miracosta. We were on-campus students. We decided that we were going to make a change, do something totally different. We had taken 2 years of German language, and we thought, you know what, let's go and have an adventure in Germany. The kids are gone, why not? So we packed our stuff. Off we went to Germany. When we arrived, our original plan was just to stay for 3 months on our regular passport. And lo and behold, we met a bunch of new friends, and our community around us were very well connected to the city officials. So we ended up meeting the Bürgermeister, also known as the mayor of Halle. He arranged for us to get an appointment at the Ausländer Bureau, the immigration office, and we were able to get a 4-year visa. We wanted to, so we decided to stay. Well, the house that we moved into is very small. We went from 4,000 square feet in the Oceanside to 400 square feet here in Halle. So this house is tiny, and we live very comfortably. We have a very nice life here, and it's very cozy, and I really like it. It has been very freeing and very, I guess, stress-free living so small. Going from a very large carbon footprint to a very small carbon footprint has really been a blessing for me. So I would like to give you a little tour of my home and to show you the organization that is required to be able to live in a space this small, 2 adults and 2 dogs. So here we go. Here's the front of the house. We've got our lights up because I think they're cute and I don't want to take them down. It's a 2-story home. This is our little terrace. We've got our wood pile here. And over here is our barbecue area. And a little space with our table and chairs, which are not put out yet because it is still winter. And there's a little peek into the house. This is our mudroom. This is the messiest room in the house. This is where everything comes to live when there's no space for it, basically. Recycling is very big in Germany, so this is all of our bottles for the last couple of months. We need to get to the store and turn them in. You recycle your bottles, glass and plastic, and Germany gives you this. Recycle your bottles, and you get a little receipt at the end, and it's good like money, so you can use it at the grocery store to pay for your groceries, which is what we usually always do. So going into the main living space from the mudroom, this is the little dining room area. This is our living area. The couch, this little ottoman doubles as a twin bed, so it unfolds and you have sleeping space for a guest if you need to. This is our little fireplace, little potbelly stove. Keeps the place very, very warm. And this is my kitchen. So as you can see, it's very tiny. When you live in a small space like this, you really have to be wise with where you're going to put everything. And you have to think about putting things up vertically to get things off the counters, because as you can see, there's really very limited counter space. I don't even have drawers in the kitchen. I have some cabinets. This right here is my refrigerator. We shop every couple of days. We use reusable bags. We don't use any plastic at all. This is my freezer. As you can see, it's very tiny. So we live very close to a vegetable fruit stand, and so we go and get fresh fruit and vegetables. Obviously, we did that today, which is why it's so full. The grocery stores are closed in Germany on Sundays, so we have to stock up on the weekend, on Fridays or Saturdays. So here's my cooktop. I've got my spices all up here on the hood. We've hung a knife rack because there's no place to put a butcher block. My silverware all goes there in little cups because I don't have drawers. And my tiny little dishwasher, which I actually really love because I don't always like to do dishes by hand. Here's our microwave, very small. This is a really perfect space for it because there's really no headspace here to do any kind of work. So I can tell you though that I've hit my head about 100 times on this thing, this low space. I don't do it anymore because I'm used to it, but here's where I keep like the potatoes and onions and things like that because there's really no other space for it. And some additional workspace here. So if you're creative and you're organized and you keep your space clean, you can actually cook gourmet meals in that kitchen. I've made Thanksgiving dinners, I've made Christmas dinners, I've had dinner parties for 5-6 people. Large. But now, as it's just my husband and I, we can now live a smaller life and really be more efficient. And I'm really enjoying this time in our life where we are living efficiently. We have very little waste. We recycle. When we're shopping, we really ask ourselves, do we really need this? Do we really want this? Because we have limited space. And here I ride the electric tram to and from work every day. I commute by public transportation. I don't have a car. So this is the first time in my entire life since the age of 16 that I've not owned a car. Again, I'm living just a very small and simple life, and it is very freeing. So with that, I thank you for listening, and I hope that this has inspired you to maybe make some small changes in your life to live a little bit more efficiently, or even to move to another country.